Hello, how's everyone doing? So, I have a new message, a new divine message that came to me in the form of a dream download. And in this dream, I saw this teacher asking me to do the impossible, as in asking me to do something very difficult. And when I was not able to do it, he bullied me. He harassed me, he bullied me into believing that I was incapable and that his ask was not atrocious. So to be exact, he asked me to set up this entire like blackboard from scratch. For those who don't know, a blackboard is a board that's like in India, it's just stuck to the wall and then you write on it with a chalk. So he was asking me to set up that entire thing into the wall, which was obviously impossible for a student. But he was asking me to like pull that off and bullied me when I couldn't do it. So after a while, I actually gave up. I was pissed off and I actually gave up on doing that task. Finally, acknowledging that this task is impossible to even complete. And many of you here are in that energy where people have been asking you to do the impossible. They have been forcing you to keep giving more of yourself, your emotional energy, your financial energy, everything that you are as a human being that can offer, they have been just taking. And finally, you have reached that limit where you're standing up for yourself and saying no. And spirit literally forced you to be in that stage where you stand up for yourself, where you finally say no. Otherwise, these people will never stop. And that's what's happening. So there are people around you who have been pushing, I said pushing you to your limits. And these people are not even capable of doing the task they're asking you to do. But they somehow think that it's very normal for things to be put on your shoulders while they are not capable of carrying the same load. And it's high time you get up and say no in their faces and you walk out that door. This person, since in the dream it was a teacher, this person or these people could be of authority, somebody elder, maybe a boss, a professor, somebody in authority that you cannot look up and say no to, like naturally. You have to respect them. But they have been like taking advantage of their authority towards people who don't deserve it. Say, for example, there's a cop who has been taking advantage of somebody that's a normal citizen in whichever way or form. When in fact, this cop should be protecting the citizen, but they are the ones who are abusing the cop, are the ones who are abusing the citizen instead of protecting them. And that's the issue here. These people or these individuals, if you tell them that you are not going to do a certain task, or when you finally give in the towel, when you finally tell them no, they, instead of being the bullies that they are going to act nice. Very surprising, but they will come back to you and will act nice to extort the same amount of energy, whatever needs you were fulfilling of theirs. They will come back and try to extort the same thing now that they realize that you are not willing to give it to them for free. So they will now try to lure you by being nice, by offering you things that you always wanted, by offering you respect that you always asked but they never gave. They always insulted you even after you doing every single thing for them. They were never there for you. And they're finally now giving it to you slowly, not even like they're not standing up for you. They are slowly giving things to you back that they know they should have given immediately. For example, if you ask for respect, they are giving one thing at a time. They're saying they're talking nicely here and there, not apologizing directly, but they're being nice here and there. Say they owe you money and they have to give it back the whole amount. They're giving you tens and thousands here and there. Still not completely giving you money because they think once they give back the money, the respect, they will not be able to get the same things out of you that they have been getting for free. That's where they that's why they're withholding the things that they always withheld, and they're slowly releasing it to bait you back into their grasp, back into their control. That's what's happening here. This is what people who think relationships are transactional function. This is how they function. They think you have to give something to get something back. And they have been getting something for free from you for so long, they got used to it that when you finally stood up for yourself, they think it's an insult that they must give you. Oh my God, just that they think. I forgot what I was even saying. Okay. Yep. So these kind of people are transactional in nature, but you didn't know that. You thought you were playing a role, a good relationship role, whether this was your spouse, whether this was your family member. You think that you are being nice, you're doing things for them out of love, but they thought you were stupid. They thought you were an idiot to give away all your savings. They thought you were an idiot and you can be easily duped and that you will be duped for a whole life. But when you finally stood up, they realized that you are not as stupid. They still don't know that you were doing things out of love and that a person can do things out of love. Sir, I need the screen time, please. And you can beg for food later. Come down, come down, come down. Beta, sit down. Yeah, it's his dinner time, so he won't move until I give him food. He wants all the attention right now to be on him. Yep. So these kind of people will also make a lot of negative stories around you before you like finally put down your foot. They will try to manipulate you in whichever form you can, whichever form they can. They will try to manipulate you, and they will be making negative stories about you and will try to influence people who think you're nice, so that when something bad happens to you, when they finally pull out their card, when they finally decide to not give you back whatever you deserve, there are people supporting them. They don't seem like the bad person when they have been the bully all along. These kind of people are very transactional in nature, and sadly, they are in our families. These people could be spouses, and it's very heartbreaking if you just found this out, if you just notice this behavior trait, that when you finally start giving them what they were asking from you, you realize these people have been suddenly angry, very insulting, very rude in your face, and you are taken aback by that behavior. These kind of people don't know how to do relationships. And the best thing to do when you finally realize that these people are there only for the money, only for your energy, only when you're being nice, they don't understand boundaries. When they don't respect your time, your energy, the things that you own, they come, they take, and they leave. But when you finally ask them, like, can you not take that? Oh, now they're offended. Like, how dare you? How dare you ask me to not take something that belongs to you? I mean, you understand what I'm saying, right? They feel super entitled to your things, to your time, to your energy, to your money. Extremely entitled. Like, how dare she did not give me this thing? How dare he did not give me this much? The best thing you can do in this situation is to cut these people off out of your life, because they are not there to give you anything. They are only there to take. So you have to take your power back. You have to. My throat is acting up. I'm gasping for air, and my words are not coming as refined as it should. I'm fumbling a lot. So these people might have messed up you mentally to the point where your speech was impaired. You couldn't express yourself freely. You couldn't say the things that was on your mind. You had to keep mum. Your throat was blocked. They kept your energy blocked. You felt trapped. The only way to set yourself free from this environment is to actually physically set yourself free and stand up to these bullies. Show them who they really are. Show yourself as who you really are, that you did what you did with love, not because you were dumb. You understand what stupid is. When finally people who have been nice all along, when they stand up for themselves, suddenly they are the biggest enemy in these people's lives. And they'll do anything to ruin your reputation at this point. But it is so solid at this point that these people will not be able to alter your reputation. The only way they will be able to achieve something, the only way they'll be able to delay what you deserve, is when you act with anger. When you act with anger, which is very valid. But you have to stay balanced in this situation, no matter how frustrating it is. You have to stay balanced. Otherwise, these people will use your anger, especially if you write it down in the form of a text. You know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Just say it verbally so they don't have a record. Buddy, I'll feed you. I'll feed you. Give me some time. Don't leave a track so they find more things to talk about. So they say, look, this girl has been treating me like that. How dare she? She doesn't talk back like that. She started talking back. All that, nonsense. Yeah, so cut these people out and you will see their real faces emerge once you cut them out of your life. You will see their real faces emerge. And once you find that out, you will see their ugly side. And it would be so ugly that you wouldn't want to associate yourself with them. You wouldn't want to be around them. And guess what? That's exactly what spirit wants. Once somebody reveals their true colors, the best thing you can do is believe what they show you and move on with your life. The right ones who care for you, when you set boundaries, they respect it. They don't violate it. They don't go around and badmouth you. They don't go around and find enemies that are willing to stand against you. They understand your boundaries, they offer support, and they move out of your way. That's what real support, real relationship looks like. It's not transactional. When you give love, you get it back. When you give money, you get it back. And the other person is there to support you. When there's nobody to support you, you are the one supporting everybody emotionally, financially. If you are the one doing that and there is nobody standing there for you, there will come a time when you have nothing to give. And that's a very, very sad state of being, because there will literally nobody to support you. They wouldn't care if you end up homeless. They will laugh at you. These kind of people, they laugh at you. They will laugh at you because their relationships are transactional. They're silently competing with you. They silently envy you and they don't want you to see you succeed. All right. So that's the message for today. Take heed before it's too late, and always know you have the power to decide for your future. Don't give it to somebody else. You have the power to decide what happens in your life, what happens to your money, who gets the time that you have for yourself and who gets to enjoy your company. It's you who decide it, not other people. They have to comply with your boundaries, and if they don't, they are not the right person for you. As simple as that. All right. Harsh message, but very truthful and very needed in today's world. Today's world. I said today's world. I talk like that sometimes. Anyways, there's a bunch of hair on my face that my cat left. All right. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll get back with more messages. Bye bye.